Hey guys, welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. So today we'll be doing a drag, build and tune for this 2020 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. So if you enjoyed the video or find it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, so now we'll take our Jeep Gladiator into the festival drag strip race so we can see how fast it is against other cars, as well as getting a time by the end. So starting here, off the line we are last, but once we've got traction we start pulling ahead again, and we're going for the win there, even though we're a lot bigger than anyone else, and we got a time of 9.5 seconds. So the Gladiator might not be the fastest drag car, but it's pretty funny considering the size of it, how quick it actually is down the drag strip. So now we'll be going into the festival and I'll show you how to upgrade and tune it. Alright, so first things first is we're going to bring the Gladiator into the custom upgrade menu here. Then if we come straight down to the conversions tab and into engine swap, we're going to chuck in the 7.2 litre racing V8. Then we're already all-wheel drive, so we don't need to do a drivetrain conversion, but we will be putting twin turbos on the car. So back out of conversions, now we'll come into aero and appearance, and if you come to the hood option here, we can fold back the roof, which saves 4 kilos. Sure, it doesn't look as aerodynamic, but Forza doesn't take this into account, so we'll just take the weight savings with that. So back out of aero and appearance and into tyres and rims. Here we're going to put on the only tyre option, which is the off-road race tyre. These are grippier than the stock tyres even on asphalt. So we're putting those on, as well as making the fronts and the rears as wide as possible for the extra grip. Then if you come into rim style, you can swap on any rim that saves 12 kilos. Just going to chuck those ones on there. So back out of tyres and rims, now into drivetrain. So just going to max everything out, so race clutch, race transmission, race driveline and the race diff. Back out of drivetrain, now into platform and handling. Here we're going to do the race brakes as well as the rally springs so we can tune the suspension. Then we're going to do race front and rear anti-roll bars, as well as doing the race weight reduction. So back out of platform and handling, now into engine, again maxing everything out with a race fuel system, race ignition, race engine block, race twin turbos, race intercooler and the race flywheel. So that's it as far as upgrades go, so you can go ahead and apply all of these. So once you've applied the upgrades, we can now come down to the tuning menu down here. So first I'll cover the metric tune and then I'll show you the differences for the imperial tune, which include tire pressures and springs. So for the metric, you just want to bring the tire pressure down as low as possible to 1.0 bar, just all the way down there. Then next, if we come over to gearing, we're going to set the final drive down to 2.70. as this car has 8 gears, so we just try and remove some of them as we don't need them while drag racing. So then next, if you come over to alignment and come down to the front cast angle, you want to bring this up to 7 degrees. Then next, if you come over to the springs in the front, you want to set this up to 72.0, just like that, 72.0, and in the rear, you want to bring it down to 46.0, come a fair way down to there you go, there's 46.0. And as far as the ride heights go, is we are really high off the ground, so we're just going to lower this to the minimum in the front, which is 32.7, and for the rear is 37.7. So now if we come over to the dampening for the front rebound stiffness, we're going to set this up to 5.3. And in the rear, we're going to bring this down to 2.5. And for the front bump stiffness, we're going to bring this up to 4.9, just like that. And the rear, you can just leave at 1.4. So finally, if we come over to the differential tab at the end, we want to set the front acceleration up to 90%, just like that. And for the rear, we're going to bring it up to 95%. Then if you come down to the center balance, we're going to bring this up to 80%. So that's it as far as the metric tune goes. Now I'll show you the differences for the Imperial tune. So for the Imperial tune, you want your front and rear tire pressures to be set to 15 psi. Then if you come over to the springs, in the front you want 403.4, and in the rear you want 257.4. Then for the ride heights, you want 12.9 inches in the front and 14.8 in the rear. That's it as far as differences go for the Imperial tune, so you can go ahead and apply all of these. So because our Jeep is so powerful, it has over 1,300 horsepower and over 1,000 kilowatts, we're going to do the Juggernaut, which is the highway drag race, to test out the top speed in the drag race against other cars. So launching here, we launch pretty evenly with everyone else. And we've taken first straight away into 5th gear. We're pushing on, going 300 kilometers an hour. We're still pretty neck and neck with the person in second, as we're flying along at 330 in 5th gear. Pushing up on 350, but we'll have to slow down a little bit for this corner, as we don't want to go off the edge there. Back into 5th and pushing over 300 kilometers an hour again. Completely lost everyone else in the race. Coming up for an easy win there, doing 337 kilometers an hour. Alright guys, so this has been a drag build and tune for the 2020 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. So if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.